Sunday. I'm CJ, and yeah, today we're talking about, well, this week we have been, I am going to talk about dreams, I guess. Which is funny because today isn't a day where I feel particularly dreamy. It's been kind of a crappy day, and I'm just not hugely in the mood for anything, really, but I just wanted to say hi. It's a really tricky one because I feel like I've always had these dreams that I've never really known what to do with. And that's always been the case. There's always just been this concept of something that's maybe bigger than me or that I don't understand and that I'm trying to comprehend. And so creativity has always been key. I am a classically trained musician. I also play guitar and used to do some singer-songwriter stuff. I have a new obsession, current obsession with musicals, which I'm just sort of learning about and getting into. But writing has always been the thing that I have most done for me. And books and all of that. You know, even as a songwriter, I think the stuff that I've always responded to has been the words. I'm not the best musician. I mean, I'm not, don't get me wrong, I'm not the best writer. But I try. And Piggy... Piggy has dreams too. Piggy's current dream is to get up on the couch. As you all know, I'm doing my PhD. My PhD is in creative writing and kind of queer stuff, kind of queer things. So I did a panel on Thursday and I realised that that's probably where I feel like I sit. You know, I feel like I sit at the table most comfortably with academics and creatives. So I was really super lucky. I was with a lit scholar and a filmmaker. And we were talking about storytelling and all of the art of that. And, you know, that was something that environment, the space to be in of making change and talking about stuff, made me really happy. Writing the papers doesn't make me happy, but I'm always like a Sunday night before having to hand in homework kind of person. You know, I feel like there's people who do work on the day that they get it and then they're super ahead of it. And then certainly in my personal life, I'm always like writing my homework on the bus on the way into school on Monday morning kind of thing. I always have been, and it doesn't mean that I don't love what I do. It's just very tricky to navigate time I spend in my head doing other things, really. Because, you know, at heart, I'm a complete fantasist. That's why I love stories, and that's why I love storytelling. And that's why I love, you know, the concept of narratives in general, because I like the world of things existing in potential. I like it when there aren't answers, and I like the sort of unknown in a lot of ways. And I think that, for me, ties in with activism, and activism is something that I really care so strongly about. You know, do you care strongly about it too? You know, I feel very much like I would like to leave the world in a better state than it was when I arrived. In small ways, in little ways. But you know what, I feel like today is a really good example of, like, some days you just have it where you feel like your dreams are very far away. And today, my dreams feel both very small and very far. There are things that have happened that I kind of dreamed but never would, like, you know, getting to live in my own apartment and getting to live in London. I've just come from having, you know, a really lovely Sunday roast with the most amazing group of friends. And I still feel blue. And I guess there are days like that. And I suppose there's always going to be days. It doesn't matter how good the dream is or how sweet it is or how you're feeling. It's maybe the nature of having a head like mine that, you know, you'll never win. There's never any getting away from it. And that's okay. Like, your dreams need that. I think there's a point where some days the dream is just I would like to get up and not be tired. And I would like to get through life. And I would just like to make it through to the end of the day and then I can go home and breathe. And that is a thing. It is. And I guess, you know, someone who's considerably older than a lot of you guys here, sometimes that's enough. Sometimes all the dream needs to be is I want to make it through to the end of the day or the end of the hour or the end of this thing. And there are ways and means of doing it that make it easier, you know, having good people and giving yourself the possibility to dream, I think, is so important. Without feeling ridiculous. Giving yourself the opportunity and the mind space and the time space to say, yes, this is who I am and this is what I would like to discover, I think is really important. And it's really, you deserve it. You deserve the right to do that. But I just want to write all the time. I'm in the perspiration point of that. I think I don't believe in inspiration, not hugely. I think you can be inspired by, but I don't think that inspiration is this thing that just strikes you and then you get good. I think you work really fucking hard and you chip away at ideas, and then some days you get it, and some days are effortless. Some days, some of the best things I've ever written have been just off the cuff and it's been my head, and then other days, you know, it's been like month after month after month, and then I finally understood what it was that I was talking about even. Pig is not in the mood for this today at all. Can you sit down, please? So yeah, I think the thing is that your dreams are really important and you need to have them, but then it's okay if you have days where you feel like maybe they're letting you down or you're letting them down. Because tomorrow I'm still going to wake up and I'm still going to go to work and I'm still going to try and do my writing and I'm still going to try and let that happen, because you build things up on a collection of day after day. It's not just one moment that's going to make you who you are and what you want to be. But I suppose at the end of the day, I want to be Dr. CJ. I would like to lecture. I would like to tour around lecturing. I would like to be a very vocal trans activist. I would like to stand up for our people in times when somebody needs it. In my personal life, I think I'd like to stand up for myself a little bit more sometimes. But so that's it really. My dreams are pretty simple, but they're mine. And maybe one day I'll be FTM Transtastic Dr. CJ. So I'm sorry I've been a bit flat, but I'll talk to you next week.